All right, welcome y'all. I know it's hard to see me. I have the camera painted or pointed towards the ground. Um, I will be carving um, a frog into a piece of soapstone today, while smoking a little herbs and drinking a little beer and enjoying my day today. So hope y'all enjoy. This is the piece of soapstone here. I kind of already started by uh, just a rough example of the uh, what I'm gonna carve into the frog. So feel free to ask any questions or anything like that. I'll be using a few different knives here. I have this serrated knife, as well as just a little regular pocket knife, as well as a really fine knife here. Um, Start off with the serrated knife, and let's get the show on the road. Actually, real quick, I should show you um, the instrument I made. This is the finished product of the instrument I made. Let me turn off this Bluetooth. This is the finished product. It is a three-stringed instrument made out of Northern California driftwood. And these two pieces here are actually, you can pull them out and you use them to tap on the strings. And they are also the eyes of the banana slug, so to speak. So that's the eyes. This is the body, and all the flower petals are from the area, as well as the dandelion seed pods. Moss is from the area, and it's supposed to be kind of representing a banana slug with the slime on the butt, so to speak. And I call it the singing slug is the name of this instrument. It also has a bottle here that I am putting with it. And this bottle has flowers and seed pods from dandelion right out here in this local area. It also has a little bit of the Big Lagoon salty, brackish water in it. And it is kind of used, see if I can do this. I don't know if it'll show on here, but it's used with the instrument on the strings. See if I can do this. Something like that. But I made this for a really good friend of mine. It's called the Singing Slug is the name of it. Yep. All right. Let's get back to this carving. So this is the piece of soapstone. And let's see what we can do on this thing. I'm going to start on the sides, I think. And it's been quite a while since I carved any kind of soapstone or anything like that. So we'll have to see how it goes. And this does have a few fractures in the stone. It's kind of hard to see them on camera probably, but there's a fracture that goes down like this, as well as another that kind of goes through like this, and it's a little bit browner on this side, so we'll have to see if the stone breaks or if it has a different little tonal color in one side. Right now we're just kind of forming the body, trying to get the form of the body, and then we'll do the legs. Eyeballs are pretty much the highest point of the frog, so we'll have to do those, keep those kind of the basic form, and then do those at the very middle to end. We'll have to see, but start off by doing the sides here. And like I say, I have not carved soapstone in a long time, so I am really not sure how this is going to turn out. And this piece of stone was given to me actually today by a camper that came out here today. I gave them a piece of driftwood from the lagoon out here. I like to give the driftwood away to campers because it's a nice keepsake to take home if you have the ability to. And they gifted me this piece of soapstone as well as a few other little pieces. And this is straight from their property, I guess they said. And I'm not sure, to be honest, what area they're from. I sadly cannot remember. That's what we get for having brains with bad memories. I always joke with campers and I tell them I have the memory opposite of the elephant. I sadly got a bad memory. All right, that's taking form there. We're going to do this, the leg part right here and probably back here a little bit. Another good thing to remember when using a knife is to always have complete full control. Like sometimes I'll point the knife at myself, but I am not jerking myself. It's little small movements. You know what I mean? One thing I should do is put a piece of leather right here, because eventually, if I'm not careful, these will eat into my hand here. So let me grab a little piece of leather real quick. It'll just take a second. All right. Put this in my hand here so I don't hurt my hand. All right. There we go. Now I'm not taking the chance of hurting myself. And I could actually hold it down a little further. Might as well go like that. I'm just going to cover up the whole bottom of the blade here. There we go. Now I can actually I have full control of the knife, and no matter where I'm grabbing it, not hitting blade. I'm not making quick movements, trying to stab stuff. It's just real soft, slow movements. That type of, that's what we kind of want. So I'm going to do this side here. That. Yeah, this leg I want to tuck in. This leg I'm going to have a little bit of a back bone or back end. But this side I want to have tucked in a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to do a little kneecap on this side. That'll be the kneecap. And sometimes it'll go over. You see right there, went over a little bit. But the key thing is not to be quick movements, because then you're not hurting yourself. All right, so there's that kneecap. Let's do the other side here. We're going to get this back part here, the back of the leg. We'll get this side here. If you type something, sorry, I might not see it right away. Can't look at the chat while I'm carving. switch the knife around a little bit. As you can see, I'm going towards my hand, but I have a complete control of the knife. I'm going to get this side here. All right. There's that. Starting to look like something. I hope it's looking like something. All right. And then now we're going to get this beginning of this leg here. Front leg. Front right leg. Front left leg. There we go. Now let's get the mouth here. I don't want to go too much into the eyes because I want to leave those to do a little bit here. All right, let's carve this down a little bit. We got the main gist of it now. Let's carve this. Or actually, let's get the front legs in here a little bit more. So what we want to do with the front legs is we want to have an elbow kind of going up like this. And then we want this other piece to kind of come like this. Been a long time since I carved a frog. Like that. I'm gonna have this line up leg. We're just gonna scrape off a bunch of this side part here. But try not to go too deep, because I don't want to, but we want it to look like, see, that's not smart. Using the serrated knife like that is not smart. So we're going to do it this way. There we go. And you see here, got a little bit of an edge in there now. And that is going to be the back side of the frog's front leg. And the rock might break on me. I hope not. But you just never know. Feels like a pretty good, sturdy, solid rock, but I know there is a few fractures in it. Okay, so we're going to try to work on back leg here. The back leg has this kind of back muscle part, and then it has a bottom foot. So what we got to kind of do is try to make a foot out of this part here. So we're going to try to go like this. We're going to cut this part out. Let me grab this other knife. I'm going to take an edge out of here. And we're going to take another little edge out of here and do it from this side. Like that. Switch back to this knife. Okay, because we're going to leave a little bit of this edge right here because I want to make a couple of the frog's toes coming up over here. But this part we need a little bit more out of. We need to grab this other knife and chop. We need to get out a good portion of this. Go about right there. just a little bit at a time. Okay, there's that. Now let's carve down this leg a little bit. All right. So this is what we got so far. We do need to shape this foot here a little bit more. Oh, actually, let's do this better. There we go. Now let's get this foot down a little better. All we need is really the base of it. Okay. some of this out here. This is going to be the tricky part because I don't want to go too far in. I want to keep toes for the frog. So we're going to keep this much. All right. We need to take this whole part out right here. This is the whole part we're taking out. Just got to do it a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. But I love having hobbies. We gotta get in there more. Let's use this other knife. Okay. Let's get this this leg formed here. I'm gonna do it right there. Take a bunch of this out. This bottom flat part are going to be the toes. And it's been forever since I carved in any kind of soapstone or anything like that, so might break on me. Who knows what could happen. Might even turn out good. And I'm just going to really carve one side, but I want to try to get one side kind of prominent. Or I'm going to carve both sides of the top frog, I should say. I'm not going to carve the underside. Alright, so there's that. Actually, let's get this a little bit more in here. Alright. Now let's carve this side here. This side will be a little bit different. As you can see on this side, I have kind of more of a back leg kind of hump, but the bottom foot underneath. This side is going to be a little bit different. The back part of the leg will be tucked in, and I'll have the foot kind of in the front here. So that's my idea on it. Alright, let's get a little bit of this rough end carved out. It's always good to have control over your knives and not to do big, quick movements, especially with sharp knives. And when you're carving a soapstone or soft stone, it's better just to do a little bit at a time. You don't want to do a lot at a time. You can really easily mess up the piece or just cut yourself because you're moving too quickly. That's just something I've always found useful. And this piece of soapstone was given to me this morning by a camper that came through and camped here last night. This was a gift from them, and so I really liked it. And I was like, I'm going to carve a frog out of it. And that's what I'm doing today. That's pretty much what's going on. So we're going to switch to this knife here. And when you're carving stone, it's inevitable at times that you nick yourself and get yourself little pokes and stuff like that. As long as you don't really do damage, no ER visits. I like to wrap this knife with a piece of leather. Makes it easier for carving, stuff like this. That way it's not hitting into my hand. Alright, there we go. See, I got a little bit of a end area there. Need to get carved down on this a little bit. Alright. And if I miss your comments, I apologize. It's hard to keep track of comments when I'm carving. Oh, yep, looks like I did. I got myself a little bit. Just a little neck. Alright, let's do this foot here. We're going to have this. Actually, let's carve the front leg down a little bit. And get this other knife here. And we don't want to go too deep because we want to be able to carve that bottom foot in there. But we want to get this layer off here. I used to carve a lot when I was younger in soapstone and stuff like that. But I haven't carved in a long time. I do make wood instruments, but I can't really carve in the wood. It fractures on me too easily, and I'm not too good at dealing with that. Sorry if it's hard to see. I don't have the best setup in the world. I'm just using my Android phone. And a rigged tripod with a coat hanger and duct tape. Alright, let's get this. Alright, as you can see there, I don't know if you can see, right in there I'm getting the belly of the frog. I'll get a little water on it here in a second, and maybe it might be able to be easier to see that way. Yeah, this part needs to come in a little bit more. You come out of this way. Alright. To see what it looks like with a little water. Let me get some water on the SIG. Alright. This little shelf here will be the bottom foot with the top muscle on the top. Same with the kind of this side, but it'll be wrapped around a little bit. Not bad for the start of a first time carving, and who knows how long. I'm proud of myself so far. Alright, let's see. Let's get the face here a little bit. The nose. This we're going to have to carve down as well. Let's get this other side face here. Now we want to have a little step in the front for its front toes. And this is pretty much carving from memory of carving when I was really young, in my early 20s or so, because I haven't not carved in a long time. And I used to carve a lot of frogs. Kind of nice being able to remember. All right. Now we're going to switch back to this serrated knife. All right, now let's start on the eyeball here. Sorry if you keep hearing blowing sounds in the microphone. It's me blowing the sand or dust off. Let's carve this snout down a little bit. You see this eye starting to form. Gotta be real careful and slow on the eyeball part. Alright, let's get this other part of the eye. And sorry if I missed your comment. If you do leave a comment, I will comment after I'm done or when I got a chance to. I definitely do not want to be trying to respond to comments while I'm carving. Alright, let's get this other eye. Alright. Now let's shave down a little bit of this back here. It's always good to have a piece of leather when you're using a serrated knife. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, this frog needs to have this side of his nose come in a little bit. So now we need to start carving this part of the foot, bottom of the foot. Have one toe there. Well, due to the fact that we're dealing with soapstone, we always have those unforeseen situations. And toes aren't working out here, so I'm going to carve this down a little bit more and hope the second try works. Alright, now I got to carve this side down here. You don't want to go too far down because we want the bottom foot to be about right here. Alright, now we need to carve this elbow, frog's elbow. That's probably why I wasn't able to carve the foot on this side, because I didn't get the elbow first. Let's switch to this knife. Sorry about the focus. I'm not the best camera guy. and hope anybody that's watching is enjoying it. It's not really that um, kind of like the normal YouTube drama stuff going on nowadays. It's a little bit, probably a little bit more relaxing, but all right, let's get this the back of the foot carved in here a little bit. Carve down this part a little bit. Oop. Almost went overboard. And I might, due to working out as a camp host, I work at a campground. I might have to deal with campers. That should just take a few minutes answering questions. Did you need some help? Sorry, I got to deal with a camper. Maybe, maybe not. Did you got? Oh yeah, they got. Okay, yeah, they got it. They got it covered. Sweet. I don't have to deal with a camper. All right. All right. Let's carve into this back leg here a little bit. Just a little tad. Yeah, sorry if it gets fuzzy. I see that now looking at the screen. But it's hard to tell when I'm carving at the same time. All right, let's do a little bit of shaping on the back side here. Oops. Maybe what I'll do is after I'm done carving this, I might just leave it for a camper to find. Put it by the lagoon. All right. Oh yeah, there's a lot of jellyfish. Make sure not to handle them, or if you have dogs, don't let the dog get them. Yeah, yep. The lagoon has been breached open for over a month now. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'd like to rent a camping spot for a couple nights.
Oh yeah, that is pretty simple here. Key thing is to grab an envelope from the front of the restroom.
Okay.
I don't know if you grabbed one of those yet.
Not yet.
Okay, yeah, grab one of those and then drive around, find your spot, park there, fill out the envelope, walk it back over here. You gotta fill it out with your vehicle registration, license plate, all that stuff.
Okay.
Then just put the cashier check in it, put it in the slot there. You're good to go.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. If you
Right
need,
on.
if you needed any wood, come on by.
You sell wood, right?
Yeah,
Here?
sell
Cool.
wood better than any deal around town.
Nice.
Also, if you have any questions or need help, stop on by.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, enjoy your
Thank
stay. All right, let's get back on this thing. Try not to get too close to the eyes, but I gotta make them a little bit more prominent. try to get some of these lines off so you can kind of get an idea of how it's looking. Android phone just doesn't do it justice. Maybe if I get it with some water. Let's see what it looks like. Here it is after water on it. All right, time to take a short break, drink a couple swigs of beer, take a bong hit. But that's how we do it in Humboldt County. All right. I'll show you the latest instrument I made. This is before I show you it, I should say. The name of it is the Singing Slug, SLUG. And it's a redwood, driftwood, 3-string harp kind of thing. But it looks like a slug. So here is the eyeballs. And it's got 3 strings on it. The pedals here are, I put a polyurethane coat on it and put these local flower petals on it, as well as blew a dandelion seed pod all over it. And then it has a little bit of moss, this kind of moss and stuff on the back. Back is supposed to represent the snail slug trail, or not snail, but slug trail. It always has a little bit of dirt on the back of it. So that's kind of the slug, singing slug. And then the eyeballs can actually be pulled out here. And they're used to hit the strings. So yeah, I made this for a really good friend of mine. It's called, like I say, the Singing Slug is the name of it. All right, back to the frog. Back to the frog at hand. All right. see what we can do. We need to definitely get this nose down here a little bit more. All right. Huh. Nope. See, now we're messing up on it a little bit. That nose is looking too bulbous. So we're gonna have to cut down this eye a little bit. Yep, we messed up that side. So let's do it like this. And like I say, I haven't carved a frog and a stone in a long time. There's a good chance I'll mess this thing up. Try not to. See if I can straighten this out a little bit more. Alright, there you go. Straighten out the nose a bit more. Alright, let's try this again without messing it up. Alright, let's get this nose carved down. Once again, like I say, when carving stone, it's best to use very small movements. Always have control. You always will nick yourself here and there, but as long as it's little nick and not a full blown, I gotta stitch myself up or go get stitches, you're good to go. Alright. And whoever's watching, I hope you're enjoying. Alright. Let's get this little divot in here. That's for this leg and eye. I'm also just trying to remember what the frog looks like by remembering how I used to carve them before, but also imagining all the texture and the different where the eye sits on the head and stuff like that when I'm carving it, you know what I mean? This side needs to go down a little bit. All right, back to the back legs. And if anybody hasn't heard, if you already heard this several times, I apologize for repeating myself. But if you haven't heard, this piece of stone was from a camper. Came here today, or camped here last night, and gifted it to me today, which was very nice of them. So that's kind of why I got the incentive to make it a what up, buddy? Glad you made it. Hopefully it's visible. But yeah, this is a piece of soapstone a camper gave me this morning. And I got the incentive to carve a frog out of it. So, that I haven't carved in years. So I'll have to see what it turns into. Let's get a little water on it again. Or actually, I'm going to do the old rub my nose on it. That's always the best way to see soapstone, is to rub oils on it, stuff like that. So this is kind of what it's looking like now. I mean, pretty basic, but yep, it's looking good so far. I'm gonna get these eyes carved down here a little bit more. Get the legs down a little bit. And there is a few fractures in this stone. You can see, might be able to see one right here. But hopefully it doesn't fracture on me. And it's not wise to breathe in any soapstone dust. If you're not sure how to work with it, always wear a mask. If you know which way the wind's blowing, and and you're very certain of where every particle's going, you don't need to really wear a mask. It's not like carving abalone or the particles of abalone. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. That eye is looking a little better. Get a little more down on this side. See if I can see it more, get it more down the bottom of the screen. The way I have the camera set up, I'm actually at the top of the screen doing it upside down to you. Sometimes I like to use the term low flow deep Zafil. Low flow deep Zafil. And if you say that and you record that and you play it backwards, it'll actually say life is beautiful. Low flow deep Zafil. Low flow deep Zafil. Low flow deep Zafil. Just in case any of y'all recorded and played it backwards. You'd have a funny little dude song. Right. This elbow on this side needs to be tucked in a little bit. On this side here, let's actually use this knife. All right. Now we need to make this these front feet less cartoony. And angle them down. Oh, sorry, I wasn't even in the camera. Sorry, my bad. Switch to this other knife. Oh, that's probably what it is. I need to raise this up. Let's see. Hopefully I don't fuck up. Excuse my language. Yeah, I can see the next stream I'll make the camera a little higher. Alright, now this side needs to come down. This side here needs to come on an angle like this. Alright. So far, so good. Let's get some of this side here off. Okay, this foot needs to come down. Yeah, I really need to work on the screen here. Let's see if I fix this. What up, y'all? I'm working with it. Give me a second. That's a little bit higher. Maybe that's better. See if that's better. Oh yeah, it's at a better angle. Should have did this in the first place. And after here in a second, I'm gonna get this stone wet again. Because it's starting to get really slick in my fingers. And I don't want to have any injury from it slipping. This is a piece of soapstone camper gave me this morning at the campground where I work. I figured I'd carve a frog into it. That's kind of what I'm doing. So let's get this foot down a little bit more. And I haven't carved in years. So there's a real good chance I could mess the whole thing up. But I'm definitely not trying to mess it up. There we go. There's that little piece I was trying to get stuck in there. All right. See if we can get this. Back heel carved. All right, let's see if we can get some toes. I think we're only going to do, we'll try to do 3 toes. We'll have to see if it's a 2-toed frog, 3-toed frog, or 4-toed frog, or maybe a 1-toed frog. We're going to switch to this other knife again. All right. We got a 3-toed frog. At least a 3 right-toed frog. All right, let's try to do the other side. This side. Oh, we gotta level this out like we did this side. All right. And like I've said before, this is all pretty much from memory and just thinking in my head how a frog would look, so to speak. So this one we're going to go like this. All right. Let me get this other toe carved. All right. Let's see what it looks like. Giving it a little polish. It's looking like something. This side needs to come down. Did you guys lose something? Did you lose something? Keith? I didn't see anything like that. Okay. Yeah. Good. This has to come in a little bit. Sorry, it keeps being at the top of the screen. I'm working with a Android phone as well as just a coat hanger and duct tape and an old tripod holding my phone up, so bear with me. Alright, I got 2 toes on that side, 3 toes on that side. Let's get this these front. Let's get this front carved. Alright. Let's see if we can get a couple toes on this side. We'll do one. One right there. This toe needs to come down. Alright. Alright. Time to take a bong hit. Grabbing a beer, be right back. Alright. Hopefully it looks like a frog down there. It's hard to get a good focus on it with such a poor camera. Guess I should put my glasses on, then I can see if it's in focus. Yep. And I think what I might do with this one is I got these really cool blue gemstones. I think I might actually drill out the eyes and put two gemstones for the eyes and make it into a pendant or just a piece. Let's get a little water on it, see what it looks like. Alright. This is what it looks like. Not bad so far. Let's see if we can get some of these I'll get the little main lines of the toes and stuff carved in or lined up so you can see the toes. Right there. All right. See those toes right there now for that bottom foot. Let's see if we can get this leg a little bit more defined here. And the foot pronounced. right, let's get a little more water on this. So this needs to come down a little bit here. Like that. All right, now we need to work on this front front left paw, hand, foot, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Let's do a few paw, few finger, toes here. Switch knives. Switch knives again. Oh, sorry, I'm out of view. My camera keeps moving. See if I can fix this. Camera keeps moving because I'm using a coat hanger to hold it up. I'm a poor guy. Hopefully that works. All right, let's get a little water on it. See what it looks like now. All right, that was with water. Let's do a little bit of oil on it. All right, here is with a little bit of oil on it. All right, let's see if I can get these lines pronounced to give it more pop out. All right, there you go. Ribbit. Not bad for the first time carving in a long time. I mean, you can't really see the toes. I guess I can. I can't see on my screen, but my eyes are pretty bad. But maybe y'all can. But there's toes and all that. I just got to do a little rough polishing, and then I think what I'm gonna do is take off these eyes right here. Actually, I do that right now. And I'm going to put 2 gems for the eyes. I have some pretty nice blue gems. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, I'm going to end the stream here. Hope you enjoyed. I'll do a next little tiny stream of when I put the eyes in here and finish up this. So, hope you enjoyed. Blessings to everybody, and until next time. Bye bye.